So we're gonna do something a little bit different today. We're gonna pause the clips and I want you to make the decision as a hooper on what you would do in these situations. I think, basketball IQ is so important in basketball and learning when to make the right reads as a player out there on the court. So I'm gonna give you the opportunity to do so in this video. So we're gonna go over 5 clips and I'm gonna have you make the decision on each clip on what you would do if you were out there playing. So let's go over this first one. We have a play setting up right here and an on-ball screen coming. Now, as a guard, if you're coming off this screen right here, what would your decision be? Are you hitting the corner because the low guy's here? Are you hitting the big because his guy's helping? Or are you taking it all the way for a layup as a guard? What would you do in this situation? Dump off to the big. Now let's go over the clip and see why he made this decision. So, coming off this ball screen here, in my opinion, I think he has a couple of options, right? I think he could hit this hook pass to the corner, but as a smaller guard, it is a tough pass to make, especially with the big. I also think he could explore the layup and see what this corner guy does, make a decision, or he can hit this big because there is a little gap to make this play, which he did here perfectly. So this next clip, we're gonna have another ball screen right here. They didn't get the switch. Now, if you're the big man catching this, what is your decision after, right? Are you going to catch and go up for the shot? Are you going to catch and hit the corner? Or are you going to catch and hit this corner and hit this wing guy right here? What would your decision be? Let's see what happens. All right, let's go over why this big made this decision. Now, I think the big also has a couple options here. Now, the big probably notices that this low guy is a very small guard, right? I think TJ Shorts is like 5'10". And as a big, if you have a small like this and you're in the paint, you have to go up for this shot. Now, if this was a bigger guy, maybe like a 3 or 4, now he might have to explore different options, like the corner or the wing. But in this case, he made the right decision. So we have another ball screen right here, right? Comes off. Now, pick from the top. Now you're a guard in this situation. What are you going to do? Are you going to hit this corner right here for a spot of 3? Are you going to shoot this little jump shot? Or are you going to hit this big on the roll? What's your decisions? He hits the big on the roll. Now let's go over why this is. Now, once again, he's setting this pick and the guard goes under both, right? And he's trying to recover. Now, the guard is taking a long route. I do think that if this offensive player kept his dribble, he could possibly have a layup. Now, if he explored that option, he'd have the corner. But the defensive big man stabs at the offensive player and this guard is going under. And there's no tag, right? Because the guard here, he's coming out the corner and is a shooter. So the offensive player notices that the big, once he jabs and does that, the big's the easy dump off, right? And the guard can't block that shot because he's not big enough. So this was the right option as the guard. Hit the big, go up for a layup. So we have a ball screen in transition. Now, the big hard shows here and the guard attacks it. Now, as a guard, this is where you have to make your decisions. If you are a guard in this situation, what are you doing? Are you hitting this big for a pocket pass layup? Are you hitting this big right here for a layup? Are you, as a point guard, going up for this floater? What would you do in this situation? Let's see why this happened. So, the guard has a couple reads here, in my opinion. He can either, one, he can almost go up for this floater and see how this big is playing it. But he also can pick either side where he dumps the ball off to. I think he has two options here. He sees that the big commits to this guy instead of the rolling big, so his option, he kept it simple, look him off and hit him for this little layup.